Bad Hops Baseball. Smash that like button.
Now, that one in the dirt. Did that hit him? Yes, it did.
Foot, yeah.
And Happ will take his base, and they're loaded up. Yeah, the forecast for the next hour or so, there's a thunderstorm warning. So the weather has gone from inclement to clement and going back to.
Yeah, I don't want to, the narrative with Skeens here today, it's like it cleared out for him to do his thing, and then as soon as he leaves the game, the clouds roll in. It's kind of a whole biblical vibe going on.
Sure.
Hey, you remember Todd Blackledge, the quarterback?
Of course I do.
Penn State?
Yeah.
This kid here pitching is his nephew.
Really good college football commentator. That one downstairs, and well, let's see if maybe Nico could run into one and it'll start raining frogs.
Yeah, why not? Why not? First, we're going to have a visit from Oscar Marine, the pitching coach. It's like Nicholas trying to overthrow a little bit there, so he's going to probably try to, hey, man, relax, trust your stuff, don't overthrow. You and Yasmani, just an elevated game of catch. Love you, brother. Go get him.
I'll take Bible themes for 600, Alex. JD, while we have a moment, this home run replay is brought to you by Toyota, official vehicle of the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, it's a slider from Skeens, and Nico jumps all over it. It's a big yard here. Can't hold Nico. Home run number 2 for the Cubs shortstop these days.
2-0 down. And that's too high, and now Nicholas in danger of walking in a run. Nico's career high in homers 10 in 2022. I think you've got to figure there's 15 homer power in there for Nico Hoerner. And that's ball 4, and a run will come in. It's 6-2.
It's got the natives a little restless all of a sudden, and you got a powerful left-handed hitter coming to the plate, and Michael Busch. Again, this situation, you walk in to run. People think, well, you need to take a pitch here. No, you got to be ready to go. He throws you a cookie.
You got to swing.
Delete it.
I'll just forever be a fat guy. Every time you make your cookie computer joke, my first thought is you got to eat it. And you're always like, you got to delete it. Busch takes outside the strike zone to the count now 2-0.
High anxiety for this young right-hander as the fans get restless. That doesn't help his cause either. Having a hard time command the fastball, so Grandal tries the breaker.
Off the inside edge, and now it's 3-0. And they're going to have to get somebody up in their bullpen. Miles Mastrobuoni waiting in the on-deck circle. Suzuki at third, Happ at second, Hoerner at first. Cubs down 6-2, but threatening. And a 3-0. Too high, he's walked in another, and it's 6-3. How do you like that?
Digging it.
And now Miles Mastrobuoni, who's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles.
And both those runs charged to Skeens.
And Miles takes inside. The lefty Josh Fleming is up and getting hot in the Pirate pen.
I would imagine they're telling him to get hot in a hurry.
Inside. And 2-0. Nicholas ready, the 2-0.
Tried the breaking pitch, can't land that either. You know his brain is just spinning right now.
Gotta be. But again, 25 years old. As Skeens looks on, they're all loaded up. 3-0. And that's ball 4. He walked in another. And it's 6-4. And the fans here in Pittsburgh are frustrated.
Came here with high expectations, so that the boo's raining down on not only the pitcher, but I'm sure they're not real happy with Derek Shelton. But Shelton didn't have a whole lot of time to get another pitcher hot. Fleming finally ready to go, and Cubs right back in this game.
Kyle Nicholas, 13 straight out of the strike zone. And all of a sudden, it's a brand new ball game. Pirates 6, Cubs 4 with 2 outs, bases loaded, pitching change. Brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. 24 years ago today, that absolute rocket from Glen Allen Hill. Josh Fleming on 2 outs, bases loaded. Cubs have scored 3 times on 3 bases loaded walks. And the first one to Gomes. And that misses outside the strike zone. So 14 straight out of the zone from Pirates pitchers. Gomes today 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
0-0 changeup there from Fleming. He's not overpowering, much more of a finesse style pitcher. Sinkers, off speed stuff. Trying to tease that outside corner. Can't find it. 15 games, 18 innings, and ERA sitting right at 3.
Warner at third, Bush at second, Mastroboni at first. Wow. 3-0. You take here?
Yes.
Okay. Gomes waits, lefty fires. Strike.
The Bronx cheer has come to Pittsburgh.
Cubs hadn't drawn a bases loaded walk since March 31st. And now they have 4 of them in the inning, and it's a 1-run game. Wow. And all this while the Ghostbusters clouds move in over top PNC Park. It's 6-5.
That's the first walk that Yan Gomes has taken this year. He's been a hard man to walk. But, some kind of a disease has taken over the Pirate pitching staff. And up steps the man with the highest walk rate in Major League Baseball.
All loaded up. Bases loaded for Tauchman, and the 0-1. Mike Tauchman a double his last time up. And that was to lead off this 5th. Scoops that one foul. Bush, Mastroboni, and Gomes on the bases. Cubs within a run. Fleming ready. And the 0-2. Outside, you heard the oohs and ahs as the lightning flashed in the background. I wasn't kidding about the clouds.
Yeah, and a big rumble of thunder now. The stage is set for Mike Tauchman to hit one out of here. Like the natural.
1-2. Bounced foul.
Settle for a line drive single to left.
Amen.
Here comes the rain.
Coming down harder now. The pitch on the ground towards the hole. Cruz backhand won't have a play, and we're tied. It's an infield single, and it is 6-6. as the heavens unload and it really starts to pour. And with that, Andy Fletcher says, get the tarp on the field. The Cubs have come all the way back, and it is a 6-6 game, and we're going to be in a delay.
Tauchman, this is what he does so well. Lets that ball get deep, trying to exploit that hole on the left side of the infield. Cruz able to get to the baseball, but no play to be made. So a hit batter, 4 consecutive walks, infield knock, and this game is tied.
So the tarp comes out, and man, it's seen, and it is presented by Miller Lite. It'll be Seiya Suzuki to hit, and Swervin 32. Yeah, it'll be worth the wait for the inevitable Seiya Grand Slam. Swervin, I feel you. So here we go. Suzuki, an infield single his last time up, 1 for 3. Bush is at third, Mastroboni at second, or I beg your pardon, Mastroboni at third, Gomes at second, and Tauchman is at first. And the hardy souls that remain. It's gotten a lot chillier. And a first offering misses for a ball, though K-Zone had it as a strike. Inside, 2 hours and 20 minutes our delay.
Well, we'll see how aggressive Seiya is here at 2-0 with the bases loaded.
Holderman ready. And that is low, and now it's 3-0.
There's something out there in that Pirate bullpen.
Oh boy.
These guys have all caught the virus.
As Kyle Nicholas just kind of came apart on him. All loaded up, 3-0. And he walked him on 4 pitches. Holy cow. And the Cubs now have the lead. It is 7-6. 2 hours and 20 minutes later, it kind of stays on the same theme.
And it just, it becomes such a mental thing when you get behind 2-0, and all of a sudden you start having negative thoughts instead of just, I'm going to try to make this pitch. It's like, don't do this. And when you start thinking in those terms, it's hard to execute.
Ball 1.
And then the fans get worked up too, and that just adds to the anxiety.
Bellinger at the plate, all loaded up. And there's a strike. One and one to Cody. And that misses off the inside edge. Time now for our McDonald's McNugget of the game, and this is a nugget. It's the only time since 1974 that they've drawn 5 bases loaded walks in an inning. Crazy. And now it's 3-1.
Kind of betting on 6. Normally I would advocate being go mode here if you're Cody, but you got to make sure he throws a strike because he's having a real hard time.
Holderman, a 3-1. Inside, he walked him, and it's the 6th bases loaded walk in the inning. And the Cubs have an 8-6 lead, a game they once trailed 6-1.
We got to be looking at some kind of a major league record here, don't we? I mean, I don't know if this is a record that anybody would keep track of, but bases loaded walks in a single inning.
Yasmani Grandal going out to talk to the 28-year-old from Illinois.
So Madrigal is going to enter the game here for Morel. Christopher dinged up his knee a little bit, sliding into second base earlier in the game. Perhaps with the long layoff that has stiffened up a little bit on him.
So the base is still loaded. And that is in for a strike. Christopher sliding into second earlier in the game. The right knee is what appeared to be bothering him. So 0-1 to Madrigal. That's to center field. Taylor waits for it. He's got it. But how about that?
Bad Hops Baseball. Smash that like button.